Hello and welcome. We're Matt and Sai, the co-founders of Strong Band, and this is phase 2, workout A of your total beginner workout program. Now this is part of a whole program, so if you want to find out more about that, go into the description box down below.
We'll be using our Strong bands today, but you can use any long resistance bands for this.
I'm going to be doing the total beginner version of the exercises today, so you can follow along with me for those.
And I'll be doing the progression, so you can follow along with me for those. So Matt will be using our laser line band, which is around 3 to 7 kilograms. I'll be using the Power Pink, which is around 6 to 12 kilograms, and the Onyx, which is around 11 to 26 kilograms. Now you can use a mat, which is optional, and you can also use a chair or a wall for additional support.
All right guys, let's get into the warm-up.
Okay guys, we are starting with our scapular circle. So let's bring our shoulder blades up, forwards, down and back. We're drawing nice big circles. And you can just ease into this one and build through the next few reps. Just really noticing how your body's feeling. Do a couple more going in this direction. All right, and let's reverse. We're going up, back, down, forwards. So you can start a little bit squarey just to make sure you're getting every part of the movement in, and then try and make them nice, smooth, big circles. And the aim is to keep the rest of the body still. We're just bringing that good movement in through the shoulder blades. All right, one more. All the way around. All right, we're going into our shoulder joint and socket next. I'm going to use my Power Pink Strong Band.
And I'm just going to stick with body weight for this one.
So I'm just holding right at the end of the band, and then we're going to lift our arms up as high as we can and then bring them around us all the way back and then reverse. Again, try and keep that body nice and centered, and try and keep your arms nice and even as well. We're going to do 5 each way. Just take normal breaths in and out through the nose here. 2 more of these. Keep checking in. And last one each way. Just get a good stretch through the chest and shoulders here. All right, you can put your band to the side if you're using that, thank you. We're going into some hip circles, so standing with your feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart, having your hands on your hips. We're just going to go into circles. We'll start fairly small as you're just sussing out how it feels. And if that feels comfortable and you're ready for a deeper stretch, you can just bring the hips into a bigger circle all the way back, to the side, forwards. We'll do a few more this way. Feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings, particularly when your hips go back and over in the sides. Okay, one more, and then reverse, going the other way.
Feeling good.
We'll do a couple more. All right, last one round. Okay, we're going into our forward folds next. So you can bring your feet slightly inwards, just under the hips, and then from here we're going to tuck our chin and then slowly roll and round the upper back. You can keep your hands on your thighs and roll down, roll and round the middle of the back, the lower back and the hips, and then come back up. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. We're just bringing some good movement in through our spines here. So tucking the chin, rounding the upper back, the middle back, the lower back and the hips, coming as low as you can control, and back up. All right, we're just gonna do one more of these. Tucking the chin, rounding the upper back, the middle, the lower, and just check in with yourself. Knees as bent as you need to, and then coming back up. All right, and we're just going to end our warm-up with our air squats.
So I'm going to be using a chair to support me with this one, so grab a chair if you feel as though you need that.
And if you're comfortable doing it without a chair, you can just follow along with me. So bringing your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, toes slightly pointed out. We're just gonna sink our hips back, bend our knees, control it down, and then push the floor away. Keep your back nice and straight, just moving within your pain-free range of motion here. We're gonna go for 6 reps, so we've got 3 more. And see if you can get that little bit lower for the last couple. Really feel it across your whole foot on both sides. Final one. Did I have an extra one?
Maybe.
And that's it. All right, warm up done. We're gonna get into the main workout.
Okay guys, you're nice and warm. We're gonna get into our strength exercises. So first up is gonna be our front squat. You're gonna get sick of us saying it, but find your strong band logo. This is gonna be our reference point. We want the strong band words facing us, and then we're gonna come into your natural squat stance, which for some of you, feet are gonna be just outside the ones, so you should be able to see the ones on the inside of your feet. For some of you, it might be a little bit wider. That's absolutely fine. We don't want the numbers to dictate where your position is. We want that position to be your own for the front squat. So toes are facing slightly out. We're then gonna bring our band into this front rack position where the band just sits below our shoulders, and we cross our arms over, placing our hands over the band. This is gonna help us keep our chest proud throughout the front squat, which is what we want. We're gonna go for 10 to 12 reps here. Today, Sian and I are gonna do 12 reps. Are we ready? Let's go for it. We're sitting that butt back and down, driving the knees out over the toes, and then pushing the ground away to come back up. You can see we're keeping that chest proud as the butt goes back, knees come wide, and then we're squeezing the glutes as we come up. We also want to think about breathing. So I like to breathe out as I come up, take a deep breath in as we come down. This just helps keep our core braced.
We're halfway.
How's that only halfway?
I might have miscounted.
Legs are burning. Keep going, guys. You might find round 2, you can get a little bit more range, but we're just going for whatever is comfortable for you right now.
Final 2.
And that is your front squat complete. Well done. Unrack, and then we are coming into our suitcase march. So you're gonna take your left foot and you're gonna step directly onto that strong band logo. From there, you're gonna grab the band at knee height and just have a look to see what number that correlates to for you. So for me, I'm holding at progress line 7. From there, we're gonna brace our core. We like to put our hands on our core to get that feedback, shift into that left leg slightly, and then we're gonna bring that right knee up, pause for a second at the top, and come back down. Bring it up, and come back down. So that band is gonna be trying to pull you this way. We wanna resist that by using our core muscles on the other side, so our right side, our oblique muscles, to prevent that tipping over from happening. And we want to keep breathing here.
We've got 5 more.
Another useful tip is to stay tall, but to keep a slight bend in the left knee, so we're not completely locking out that knee. That just helps us with our stability.
Last one.
Yes. All right, swap sides. We're into that right side, hook it round, grab that same position on your single band, and then brace the core. Shift into that right side just a little bit, bend the knee, lift and lower. Lift and lower. If you're finding that stability challenging, maybe you've got a wall or chair nearby that you can hold on to. What I would also recommend is really imagining that you're pushing the ground away through 3 points of contact with your foot. So big toe, little toe and heel, creating this kind of tripod shape. Push through all of those points of contact and it should feel a little bit more stable.
2 to go here.
This is flying by. Is that it?
That's it.
Nice. Okay, little relax there, guys, before we get into our RDLs. So same again, find your strong band logo facing you, and then we're going to step onto our band with the ones just inside of our feet. Now we're going to grab similar height again, so I'd say maybe just below your knee. And for me, that's going to be in the gap between the two sevens. So I'm just below that top 7 that's closest to your hands. From here, we're sticking the butt back. I want you to begin to straighten out those hamstrings. So we've just got a slight bend in the knee, and then we're going to drive those hips forward to come back up. Now, as we sit back, we're thinking about sending our butt backwards. And I really like this cue of imagining that we're on a cliff edge. And as we hinge back, we're trying to peer over that cliff edge to see what's below us. That just helps us stay long through the spine, keeping a neutral spine whilst working our hamstrings and our glutes. So the bottom half of our posterior chain. We should feel that stretch through the hamstrings. And then as we come up, we're squeezing the glutes to drive those hips forward. Hinge back. Drive forward.
That's 8 there, we've got 4 to go.
Nice. Keep peering over that cliff edge. We don't want to be arching the neck up too much like this as we come down. Keep that gaze just in front of you. Is this last one?
That's it, done.
Awesome. Okay, we are into our pull aparts, guys. So find your logo again. And we're just going to grab single band, okay? So with the logo directly in front of you, we're just going to come to progress line 4, or if you need a little bit of a gentler start, you can go 5 or 6. Arms are going to be directly out in front of you, and then we're just going to bring that slight bend into the elbows, okay? Just ever so slightly. I want you to roll the shoulders back, allow them to fall naturally, slight bend in the knees, and then we're going to take our pinkies to either side of the room and then control that band back. Pull apart, control that band back. So we don't really want the band slapping across your chest and you bringing the arms all the way back. We really want to think about pinkies going to either side of the room. Keep those knees bent, more athletic position, and a little bit of bracing in the core just to keep you nice and stable. If you ever feel like you're starting to shrug up a bit too much, totally fine, just rest, reset, and then get back into the exercise. How many is that?
4.
4 more to go?
I believe.
1, 2, backs of the shoulders might be burning here. 3, last one, and relax there. Okay.
Right.
The shoulders aren't getting any rest. We're going into our single arm shoulder press. So we're coming back to this position with our feet just outside of the ones. And then from there, we're going to grab in the center of the ones closest to you and then just bring that band behind your arm, okay? So we've got the band out of the way here. We're then going to perform what's almost like the start of a discus throw, where we twist to that side of the band and then we're pushing up and away with the band, using the strength of the shoulder and then guiding it back. So as we push through, the hips rotate, the core is engaged and braced to help you stay stable in this position. And we're just going through as much range of motion as feels comfortable for you. If that rotation feels a little bit uncomfortable, you can just reduce that range of motion. So maybe just coming back to here, and we don't have to do that full twist just yet.
5 to go.
Big push all the way through. Try and reach that full extension through the arm. You can see we're using that other arm to guide us as well.
That's it, last one.
Yes, okay. Stay where you are. All we're going to do is swap sides. So grab in the middle of the band again with this nice handle. Swing that band round so it's behind our arm so it's not getting in the way. Little bit of knee bending, core brace before we move anywhere. And then let's perform that discus throw back to that side and then press up. Back to that side and then press up. And really allow those hips to be a part of this exercise as well. We've got some rotation happening. That's just going to help create that movement at the spine and help out the core with the rotation.
7 there, we've got 5 left.
Almost there, guys. Final bit of this round.
Last one.
And relax
right.
there. Well done. Okay, shake it out, and then we're getting into round 2.
Round 2. Okay, have a little breather, have a little drink if you need. I'm going to be taking over round 2. So if you were following along with me, we're going to get set up. Now you can use the Onyx band, you could use the Power Pink band, you could even stay on the laser line band and adjust the progress line. So let's get set up. Find your strong band logo. We're going to get into our normal squat position, which should be around just the outside of the ones. I'm going to pull the band in a little bit, so my feet are just going to be on the outside of the 2s, which is going to add that bit more resistance. So from here, find your 1s on the opposite side, and then just bring that up over your shoulders. And then from here, we're going to grab the band at the crossing your arms over, and we're going for 12 reps here.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Controlling it down and pushing the floor away. Keep the knees going over those toes. Push the knees out a little bit. And think about that entire foot keeping you nice and stable. So we're using our big toe, our little toe, our heel. Really feel your weight across both legs.
4 more to go.
We've got this. This is the last time. See if you can get that a little bit deeper, whichever variation you're doing.
Final rep.
All
Relax
right.
there.
Great job. We are going into
Our marches.
our marches next. Okay. So grabbing your band, whichever one is a good level for you. So that is using the single band. I'm making it harder by doubling up the band. So finding the strong band logo, you're just going to make sure the lines on the other side are matching up. So I've got my 1s on this side and my 1s on the other side, and they're just matching up nicely. Same thing, looping the band under your foot. So I've got double band under the foot, and I'm holding it just at the 7th here. You can also just use that handle, which is quite nice. But if you want a bigger challenge, you can hold it a little bit lower down here. So from here, exactly the same thing. We're going to shift our weight onto the side of the leg with the band, have a slight bend in the knee, and feel that big toe, little toe, heel, really keep you stable. You can cross your hand over your body here, and we're going to go for 12 reps. Let's go for it. Lifting that knee up and controlling it down.
And for this, if you want to increase the reps, the range is going to be between 12 to 15, okay? So for that little bit extra, maybe you can push to 15 next time you do this exercise.
As well as a great core exercise, we're really challenging our balance here, which is extremely helpful. But if you need that little bit of support, you can always hold onto a chair or a wall.
This is 10, we got 2 more this side.
We've got this. Final one here. Great stuff. Okay, straight into the other side. So just hook that under the other leg. We're going to grab onto the band. Same thing, shifting our weight over to the other foot. Big toe, little toe, heel. You can cross your hand over, and let's go for it. Really keep that movement nice and controlled. So we want about 2 seconds coming up, 2 seconds coming down. Really tune into your body. I know people like to daydream, like to think about what you're having for your next meal.
That's exactly what I was doing.
We do have sushi coming up, which we're excited about. But focus on the body, back to the body.
We
Focus
got
on that
2
control.
more.
Okay, last one.
Yes.
All right. 2 down, 3 to go now. We are going into
RDLs.
RDLs. Okay, so I've been using the Onyx band and I've been doubling it up. So finding the logo in the middle, line up your lines at the front and the back, and then just stepping onto the outside of the ones there. So the inside of my feet on the outside of the ones, and I've got these nice handles. So starting in that great strong starting position at the bottom. You want to think armpits to back pockets, keeping that spine nice and long. Like Matt said earlier, you're peering over the cliff, and we're going to take a breath and we're going to push the floor away. Coming up to nice neutral position and back down, peering over that cliff and up. So you should be really feeling this one in the hamstrings and the glutes, especially at that bottom position. You should be getting that good stretch through the hamstrings and feel that weight using the entire back side of your body to get yourself back up.
Halfway.
And just really make sure you come back to that nice neutral position at the top. You can squeeze your glutes a little bit.
We got 2 more here.
Nearly there, guys. Final one. Push the floor away. That's it. Great work. Okay, I know what we've got next. We have pull-aparts.
Nice, well done.
So grab your band. So you can do single band or you can double it up. So find your strong band logo. As always, that is your center. Line up your numbers from the front and the back. And I'm holding it at progress line 4. You can hold it at progress line 5 or 4, even 3. I wouldn't recommend going past 3 because you just might stretch the band too much, but that probably means you're ready for the step up if you need that bigger challenge. All right, standing, feet hip width apart, roll the shoulders back and down, hands around directly in front of you, in front of your shoulders. We're gonna stretch that band, pinkies to the other side of the room here. And just keep the shoulders back and down. Make sure they're not coming up here.
This is another exercise where you can push it to 15 reps if you want a bit of an extra challenge, so 12 to 15 here.
And with every rep, keep focusing, keep thinking about the muscles that we're working here, which is the upper back and the shoulder blades and the back of our shoulders. Really squeeze those back muscles right at the end.
3 more. This is 1, 2, 3.
Woo!
I think I may have chucked one in for good luck.
Always good. All right, last exercise into our shoulder press with our rotation. So find your logo. So I'm doing the exact same variation as Matt, but using the power pink band here. Okay, now if you did want to step it up with the band you have, you can bring your progress lines in. So from the 1, I can just bring my band up a little bit more and have the 2s inside of my feet. So I'm gonna give that a go. All right.
Finish strong.
From here, so we'll start on the same side. Let's bring that band to the back of our shoulders. We're gonna load it up like our discus, and then let's press up to the sky. Really reaching up, getting that rotation. This last bit of hard work, and then we get a nice stretch. Just keep going. Really extend the arm all the way up.
2 more.
This is it.
There we go.
Yes. All right, we're going into the other side. Let's bring that round. All right, let's go for it. Load it and up. Keep going. And again, keep that intention. We're working our shoulders here. We're working our triceps, and we're getting that nice core spine movement here as well. Our hips are working.
Just 2 more.
Last one. Woo! Great work. All right, we're going into our mobility to end things off.
Chuck the bands to the side, guys. Great work on the strength stuff. We're just gonna slowly make our way down to the mat. Our spine has got a lot of movement, a lot of work in there, so we're just gonna focus on our lower back for this little bit of mobility cool down. I'm gonna be doing what's called a Sphinx pose. Sai's getting into a Cobra pose. The Cobra pose you can start to make slightly more challenging. The Sphinx pose is a great beginner position. That Cobra pose, you're just gonna be in a position where you can push yourself up a little bit more. So lying on our front, we're gonna bring our feet about as wide as the mat, and we just wanna be squeezing the glutes a little bit, driving our hips into the floor. Now, as you can see here, I've got my elbows directly underneath my shoulders. Some people will find it quite challenging to have their palms on the floor like so, so you can always just bring your palms up towards the ceiling or just in a neutral position. And then from here, we're thinking about driving our hips into the floor and getting nice and tall through the crown of your head. And we're just gonna stay here and breathe.
Now, if you are doing the Cobra pose with me, I've got my hands just on the outside of my chest. And we've got a little bit less support than Matt does there with the Sphinx pose. So we're having to really use our upper back muscles, our lower back muscles to keep us up in this position. And if you wanted a deeper bend and a deeper stretch, you can push yourself up and get that bigger stretch there. So if that feels good for you, you can join me with this one.
So you might be feeling this in the lower back, the upper back, maybe the shoulders, maybe your abs as well. So the front of your core might be getting a good stretch here. Whatever you're feeling, just take nice deep breaths to relax into it.
Just keep your shoulders rolled back and down. Have a nice proud chin, feeling very proud of all the hard work you've just done.
And we're slowly going to bring ourselves down to the mat. We're going to do one more round, but I just want you to relax in this position. You can use your hands as a pillow if you like, and just rock your hips side to side. A little bit of a shimmy, a little bit of a swagger. And from there, let's just come back into that position that you chose, so Cobra pose or the Sphinx pose. Slight squeeze of the glutes to help drive those hips into the floor. Chin proud, tall through the crown of the head to really extend through that spine. Final 30 seconds here, and we're just going to breathe. Hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly make your way down to the mat. Start to bring yourself up. And you are done, guys. Fantastic work. We'll see you in the next one.
Woo!